up with a smile like everything was okay. The society, workplaces, the religious communities doesn't speak about us much. Their windows, and their children. We are shut out, overlooked, and made invisible in conversations that don't account for the very real and very complex struggles and the needs that we face. We are expected to be strong by default, but strength isn't a choice, it is necessity when no one is coming to our rescue. We've got to rescue ourselves as widows. People who know me say, Lydia, you are strong. Life always rewards you. You pour out love and life to others. And you're blessed in many ways. You're resilient, you're beautiful, and now you are Mama Queen, Miss Mungai. Yes, and I truly believe that I am blessed. But this has not been so. And they are right. But let me take you behind the scenes of my story. I met Gibson, my husband, when we were both church leaders. He had this spark, this boldness, and he chose me. We got married on June 1998. I was just 24, and I knew this was my person. We had a beautiful wedding, and people said that we are couples goals. This man brought life and love to me. We were blessed with 2 daughters, Favor, who is seated up there, and Deborah, who is now a Miss Africa. Gibson loved us so deeply. He would say, when I stand before God, I want him to smile and say that you loved your wife and your children. He was a family man, and apologetically, he loved his family and believed that this was divine responsibility. His family came first. He loved his children and believed that he would be the first one to affirm their femininity. He took them out for movies and gave them the best and reminded them that they were daddy's daughters. He had dreams to retire together and to serve. But Gibson was also a church leader. But life took a sudden cruel, and life changed forever for me and my children. Gibson's death was sudden. It was painful and heart-shattering. On the 12th of December 2009, it was a public holiday in Kenya. Gibson left for work, and our children, Favor and Deborah, were out for a camp. I was waiting for him at home to come and take me out for dinner. But instead, I got a call from my friend who wanted to see me. He took me to my best couple, and when I got there, I got a call. It was a call from a police officer, and bluntly he told me, "Madam, what is your name? Are you Gibson's wife?" I said, "Yes, I am Gibson's wife. Please, can we meet at the mortuary?" I froze. I went numb. I couldn't even scream. I couldn't talk. I kept whispering, "What happened to my husband? Is this a dream? How do we meet at the city mortuary?" I was waiting for him to come and take me for dinner. I asked God, how could you do this to me? How do I meet my husband instead of my house? But find him in the mortuary. The days that followed, I was surrounded by friends, just as it is in our communities, and they came to mourn with us. But then came the day of the funeral that was attended by many people. As they lowered the casket of my husband, I stood there children. Favor was 10 and Deborah Miss Africa was 7. I was wailing and crying, and the deepest part of me felt like I was none. I looked at my children and pitied them. I wondered what life would be without their daddy. My heart dropped. I felt numb. I felt hopeless. I felt so much pain. My world was dark for a moment. I felt broken, so empty, like a piece of me was removed from my heart. I felt like an amputee. Women helped me, and others promised that they would be there with me. But the truth was, a few days after, they left me to mourn with my children. I was left to deal with grief. And the last I saw for some of them was during that funeral. A journey of widowhood started then. The sting of death stung deeper and very painful. It's a pain that I cannot wish for my worst enemy. Then followed rejection, not by strangers, by people that I knew. My in-laws, they said they did not know me, nor did they know my children. It was like a joke because I got married in church. And I was married to their son for 12 years. I knew that this was a girl's thing. I was disinherited, like I didn't exist. I was left to carry the weight alone. The weight of grief and the weight of loneliness. In a moment, my status had changed from a wife to a widow, from a missus to the wife of the late, from a friend to a stereotyped individual, to a pair of a broken piece, from courage to confusion. Friends pulled back, women avoided me, and I became a threat. I was angry, I was broken. I blamed everybody, including God. I cried, I prayed, I stopped praying, and I started talking to God. Why, Lord? Why me? And why my children? I have walked in grief, which felt and still feels like an unending journey. It has been 15 years since I became widowed. Shock, anger, depression, bargaining, and finally a reset. Then one day I had a voice, stand still, I will take care of you. And I have seen this word keep me through the court processes, the battles with in-law and vetting, the new journey as a widow. I faced challenges as every other widow who are blamed of killing our husbands. Some say that we have bewitched our men, stigma, rejection, stereotypes. We are expected in some communities to walk through the cleansing rituals. Lack of protection, no support systems, or even a place to breathe. Financial burdens that heavily weigh on us as we support our children. But I rose up. I realized that I am still alive. It is Gibson who died, and for every widow, it is your husband or it is your man who died. You did not die. I realized my dreams are still varied and alive. And I have lived and I have to live for myself and my children, and trust in God for help. And yes, God has remained faithful, not at 99%, but 100%. He has been there for me and my children. Today, I have raised my children. They are here and thriving.